Hello everyone, you're watching the Creator's Toolbox, hosted by Change the Narrative. This is episode 4. The guest for this week is Manoj.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. మీరు చూస్తుంది క్రియేటర్స్ టూల్ బాక్స్. దిస్ ఇస్ మనోజ్ అండ్ ఐఎమ్ అ ప్రొఫెషనల్ ఫోటోగ్రఫర్ అండ్ సినిమాటోగ్రఫర్. So initially I started as a marriage photographer, and I think that's how most of the photographers start their career. And as I got on this field, I got my passion towards shooting people. It's not the situations and it's not the occasion which I'm more driven towards. It's the people and their faces. I started liking it, and after doing my research, I got familiar with this fashion portraits and fashion photo shoots by a few named photographers and all. So I got into this field and it keeps me like good. It gives me that good vibes, and I realize it like it's my passion which I'm walking towards, and I pursued it. So to get the shoot right, you need to take care a few lot things. You need to take care of the model whom you are shooting. You need to take care of the situation and your surroundings. You need to take care of your gear, your equipment. And if we divide all these things, from the model, you need to take care that is she being comfortable or what. From your equipment, you need to take care like, is it on place, is it how you need to be, and is it like all your batteries are charged or not, and like this. And in the entire shoot, you need to take care to keep all this in one place. Usually it will be like in between the shoot the batteries will be ran out or something, and models can get like pissed out on something, they get out of mood. To keep models in that vibe and that point, you need to like, you can play their favorite music or something, and you need for sure you need to have always have this spare batteries, and like that. As I said, you need to like talk with the model. You need to know like how comfortable she is, what and all like the things she want, and what and all the things she's insecure about. You need to get to know about all this, and then you need to do the shoot. Sometimes it might misunderstand by the model like how your idea is and how she is thinking. You need to sort it out before the shoot. And I to tell communication. Communication is the best thing which can properly set things up. Yeah, I agree. For so many people, it might be a bit. Sorry, it might be a bit uncomfortable, like to speaking with a new person, speaking with new people and all. But you need to talk. Like you need to talk out like what's your idea is, how you want the shoot. You need to properly discuss it with the model before the shoot. Whatever the shoot it is, you need to explain your idea, what is in your mind, and then you need to go forward. Yeah, so I do fashion photography, like to be specific, fashion portraits of people. It will be portraits of people. And I also do cinematography. I shoot rap songs and all. And yeah, a few times for money I shoot weddings, all the other events like that. Okay. Selecting location, it totally depends on like what's your theme is and what's the outfit is. If you pick a Bharatanatyam outfit and if you pick a location of like some restaurant or a pub, it won't suit. It depends on like what's your idea is, and it needs to suit with the outfit you're picking and the theme you're going with, all these things. Uh, I though use one point lighting. I want the dramatic lighting, like keeping the light on one side and keeping the shadows on the other side. I want to show it a bit dramatic, and lighting plays a significant role in all the photo shoots and all. And it depends on like how your mood is and how your style is. If you want, you can completely lit up the model and you can do a proper portraits, but I like to keep it dramatic. So initially for everyone, though I say collaboration is the last thing you'll get. Initially, though you'll get all this paid wala quotations and all from the people. Mostly people wants to get paid only, even us as a photographers also. But starting though, I'll say you need to find the right persons with whom you can collaborate, with the models and with the makeup artists, stylists and all. You need to properly find these persons who are like okay working with you, and I to suggest this thing, you need to stick with one person if you are going with a stylist, because in all of your photo shoots, in all of your photos, it needs to be consistent. It shouldn't be like in one photo shoot. For sure I agree, like you are trying out different themes and all, but the makeup technique is also one thing which you need to focus on. You need to keep it consistent. Initially at the starting point of your career or your photo shoots, you need to pick a right person with whom you can collaborate. Most of the people though they expect you to pay models and stylists and makeup persons, but initially though it's better, I suggest you to select a few persons who are willing to collaborate with you. And it's better if you can stick with one person, taki you can maintain that same look in every photo shoot of yours. And I agree, it won't be the like we shoot a different themes and all, but maintaining a same style of doing the makeup or keeping that same thing, it will help you. At the starting of your career, you will face a lot of humiliation. You need to work as an assistant. Sometimes might you need to serve coffee also. You need to do other stuff. You need to carry stuff. And trust me, carrying the entire equipment of a photographer, it's the toughest part. And there are a few people, to my knowledge, they treat you as a slave, and you need to face through all this. And as you start your own career, as buying your own equipment and all, you need to find the right people and right persons whom with you can collab. And finding that that right people, it's a tough thing. You need to face a few backlashes and humiliations from the models, makeup artists also. But if you want to go through and if you want to succeed in this career, you need to face all this and just move on. Uh, yeah, I agree. Like post processing and editing process is required and it's must and should for the any photograph. But I'll tell this, you shouldn't touch that much on any photo. Like how you want the picture to be, you need to set it up in the shoot process only. How you want the lighting to be. If you see any patch on model skin or something, you need to go with the makeup artist and you need to explain her, I see a patch over here, I need to cover it up. Use the makeup, use the lighting, and use the your camera skills. I to say in this generation, at this moment, your skills and your camera, they need to be set perfectly. And trust me, any camera, it's not only a professional camera, any camera can do a lot and much better work than any other person who carry the professional gear or something. Any of your camera can do much better work. You just need to know how to do it, and you need to like know what you want to do and what and all the gear you want to use. With the perfect settings and with the perfect gear you have, you can just do the process in while shooting only. And editing process, you just need to do it like minimal, like you're just enhancing the picture a bit, like what and all the a few things like giving the picture a bit vignette or reducing the highlights or somewhere, just adjusting a few minor error spots or something like that. Do it minimal and keep it minimal. So, for a reference, there are so many other successful fashion portrait photographers or any other in other field ka photographers. You just need to follow them, take a reference, create an idea. I'm not telling you people to just like copy the same photo style or copy the same picture or something, but having an idea or having a reference from a very professional people, from the like top people in the industry, is a good thing. And I to say any idea of yours in any field will come from a reference. If you are a filmmaker, you need to take a reference with the other films idea. Like sometimes it won't be yours like the entire idea. It's good to have a reference, taki you'll have an idea. For the first thing though, I have created my own color sets and I have created my own LUTs and presets. And it depends on every other person how your style is, how your mood is. A few people like dark pictures, keeping the model only lit, and a few people like the bright, vibrant kind of picture style. I to like dramatic one point lighting wala style. It depends on each different persons, how their mood is, how their style is. And once you figure out what the style you like, you need to focus on that thing and you need to like perfectly master it. And if you figure out what your style is, it's easy later part. In the cinematography, I got this option to work with a team in which the song is going for Z music. Initially, though, I was excited, like I was just excited, like I'm working with the Z music in some part, in some level. And later, when I gone for the shoot, I got to know this. I was the guy who can shoot over there. A few other reasons. There was a other director, but they kept me as a guy who shoots them entire thing. I shot this entire thing. Everything was done, and it was time, like the song is about to release or something. And all of a sudden, they informed me that they gave me credits for the song as a DOP of this entire song. And it was a, yeah, it was a refreshing and turning point, I can say. After that, I was more interested into this field. Like, I need to focus more on my career. Like, doing fashion portraits as a passion, it drives me, and doing cinematography as a profession, it drives me, and I want to like build that, and I want to go through with it. I want to like focus more on it. So, to be honest, right now, I'm not completely into the industry. I'm. People might say I'm a rookie. I'm a starter. I need to develop myself, and I need to grow, and I need to get into the industry. I need to like at least inspire one person whom they can like, as I say, I'm telling you people to just look out for a top photographer or something, professionals. I want to be that person for someone else. I want to grow till that much. At least I can inspire a few people to get into this industry, and they can see me as a mentor or as an icon or something. If anyone wants to start in this career, if you want to get into this field, I to say start working as an assistant. Like, being an assistant, you will get to know from a like from a person who's already doing this job. You'll get to know, you'll get an idea like how the things will be, how you need to work for it, and just check like what is their idea and what's the output they are getting. Just observe and learn. As you start as an assistant, you will be with the photographer, you will work for the photographer, and you will see like what they are doing, what they want to do, everything. And you just, as I said, you need to like you need to overcome a few humiliations from the people. They might treat you as a slave, but there is a quite possibility you might find the right person who treats you equally as them, who treats you normal and who treats you right. After finding that right person, you need to work with them. Work at least for 1 year, taki you will get an idea, like minimum 1 year. You need to get an idea like how things will work, how, what and all the gear they'll use, what and all the equipment, what and all the things you need to take care of. After knowing everything, go with the gear which you're comfortable with. While you are working with the photographer, just check out like their gear, and just check out like how comfortable with how comfortable you are with their gear. A few people they might use DSLRs, and a few people they might use mirrorless cameras. You need to check like with which category and which camera you are comfortable with. After finding the right thing, it might be a bit costly, it might be a bit out of budget also, and I to say in this field everything you'll find expensive only, including the memory cards. One memory card one memory card costs you around like 2.5K, and all the small things will initially look less only, it will feel like low cost only, but if you sum it up, it will bump up your budget, it will cross your budget range and all. But as you keep on buying the gear, and as on you create your own equipment range, you'll get a clear idea like how you want to shoot it, and you need to have a clear idea how to use your gear, what and all the gear you need to use for a one particular shoot. In some shoots I might use my flash, in some shoots I don't. You need to have that idea in which situations you need to use your gear. It's not completely necessary that you want to use the entire gear range of yours in every shoot. You just need to know about it. Like, my first remuneration, I can say, as I started as an assistant, I was getting around like 10K per month, including all my food, traveling expenses, everything. Later on, changing my jobs in this field only. Later on, changing my jobs and all, I have grown. But as I left my job and I started my own company and my own career, I initially got around like 7K for a session, and a session goes up to like 6 to 7 hours a day. And if people wants me for like more than 10-12 hours, I'll charge around like 10K for a day and 5K for the editing, whatever the shoot is. It might be photography, it might be cinematography, any music shoots, any events. I charge it like that, and it depends on each different person's like how you want to charge people, and you need to charge people accordingly, like how much it will cost you if you take every gear for rent per one day. You need to cost accordingly how you are using your skill sets and all. If they are paying less and you're working like giving your best, it doesn't like properly balance out. You need to work as much they are paying, and I'm not saying like if they pay less don't work at all, just do the generic work. You need to keep up your standards, but it differs, like keeping your standards and doing the hard work in every shoot. Usually though it will be like you need to create a new thing. It needs to, like, you need to bring out a new thing from inside you, new idea, new theme, everything. But if they are paying less, just don't go with a new idea or something. I to say it's not completely best idea for you to get a new thing, work hard for it. You need to work accordingly. The people can earn in the beginning almost, I can say, like 10 to 15K per month initially, as you start as a assistant in a company, or if you start as a freelancer also. According to the shoots, how many shoots you are doing per month, it depends on it, and how much you are charged on it. On an average, I can say 10 to 15K. And if you get more shoots, and if you get a new, like, if you got a new, like, good name in the industry, you can charge more and you can earn accordingly. So I to use Lightroom and Photoshop for my photos, and Premiere Pro for my videos. And initially, for everyone who are just starting out right now, I to suggest you people there are other options which will provide a free softwares for you, like Filmora for the videos and PixArt for the photos, Snapseed for the photos. There are so many other softwares which might feel like basic, but as I said, you need to keep your post work minimal. So just focus on shooting more what and all, like the gears you need to use and what the idea you need to show. Just do the entire process in the photo process, like shooting process, and then use this free softwares as just to enhance your clippings or the pictures, like that. So yeah, everyone in their career, they need to start solo only. And right now, I can say I just started it. So yeah, I'm doing it as a solo, and I have a few people who can help me assisting in the during shoots and all. Yes, sir. So yeah, this is also a reason I tell people to keep it minimal. So this thing, na, people have this thing as a creator's block. While shooting, you will be so much excited and you'll have that enthusiasm to shoot, but while editing, it's hard to get that mood to work on it or edit on it. So you need to find that right spot. You need to you need to come up with your own vibe. You need to sit, you need to, like, you can play music inside, and for a few people it will be on like this particular hours I can work essay. You need to find it properly, you need to get on that mood, and then you need to work it out. It's hard, it's really hard to sit on edit process and all. It is time consuming, and if you got that perfect mood, perfect vibe to edit, if you got into that state, it will feel less only. You can complete the edit in less time, and you can get through with it. You can complete the entire edit in one day also, in one sitting only. If you didn't got that vibe, you might need to sit in a few times, and it's a hard process. Yeah. So to conclude things up, everyone who wants to get into this industry, it shouldn't only be the portrait photography or something. Just know what your style is, what your in which field you are more interested in. It might be wildlife photography, it might be as a fashion portrait photography, or it might be events and weddings. A few people, they might be interested in baby photography also, shooting only the babies. And you might be interested in making films, creating stories. You might be interested in creating music videos or anything. It might be photography or cinematography. If you want to get into this field, just know what you are more interested in. Get to know, like, in which field you are more interested in, cinematography or photography, filmmaking or doing portrait shots. Just get it to know and work through it. You will succeed eventually. And yeah, this is Manoj. You're watching Creators Toolbox. Thank you for watching.